Hello YouTubers, I've been meaning for some time to make a video. I meant to make this video months ago, but as you know, stuff happens, but I'm making it now. I was tagged by two YouTubers, well, a YouTuber and a kind of YouTuber really. The first one being a YouTuber called Right and Genius, and the second being a cactus plant. Here it is. Claudio McCawsome. I have to really try and remember to look into the camera. I'm not very good at doing this. Fact one, I am the mother of Charlie Is So Cool Like, otherwise known as Charlie McDonnell. I also have two other children. They're younger than Charlie and they are also cool like. Right, fact number two. For my breakfast, I like to have porridge every day. I have my porridge made with honey and soya milk. You might think that sounds really disgusting. I love it. And for me, it's the ultimate comfort food. Fact number three, I have to admit to having a little bit of a crush on a fictional character. The fictional character I have a crush on is Captain Jack. I don't know if you've ever heard of Captain Jack. I know that viewers from the UK will have heard of Captain Jack if you watch Doctor Who, or if you watch Torchwood. Now, I know that I have the crush on Captain Jack because I do not have a crush on the actor John Barrowman. As much as I love John Barrowman and think he's superb, I have no crush on him. So therefore, I have a crush on a fictional character. Now, when I think back to previous times I've had crushes on fictional characters, and the earliest one I can remember is that I had a crush on a cowboy from Bonanza many years ago. I think I must have been extremely young, and I do remember that this cowboy wore a dark shirt and a dark hat. I've also had a crush, this is weird, I also had a crush on a character called Alan from Thunderbirds. Now that's strange, isn't it? Alan, yeah, puppet. I had a crush on a puppet when I was about 6. Fact 4. Now I'm just going to talk about favourite items of clothing. Now I'm a girl and I love my clothes. You might think that my favourite item of clothing might be my pretty little summer tear dress. I like this dress. I wish we'd had better weather. I wish the weather had been better so that I could have worn it more often, but we live in hope. You also might think...
Are you looking into the camera?
I'm trying to do it more. Okay.
Just don't look at yourself.
I know, it's really difficult. Oh, you might think perhaps my favourite item of clothing is I love this Kate Moss scarf, but it's not my favourite item of clothing as much as I love it. My favourite item of clothing is... the shorts I wear to the gym. I go to the gym about 5 times a week. Fact number 5. I was the first ever tenny bopper. Well, strictly speaking, that's not entirely true. My friend Michelle and I were the first ever tenny boppers. Now, I'm going back many years. When I was a child and a teenager, I lived in North Lincolnshire. That's a county sort of to the north-ish a bit and to the east of England. And for a number of years, we used to go down on a coach to Wimbledon. All right? It was one of my highlights of the year. I love watching Wimbledon. And this particular year, I think I must have been about 14 or 15. It wasn't the first year I went. And my friend Michelle and I were on one of the outside courts, and there was a new, very handsome, very good, very promising tennis player playing that year. And we watched him play. I think it was probably on court 3 or court 4. It was one of the outside courts. And his name was Bjorn Borg. We watched the match. He won the match. And at the end of the match, Michelle and I ran onto the court. We did, and I just don't think you could do that now because security would be too good at Wimbledon, but I suppose we got them all by surprise. We ran onto the court. I had my little autograph book with me. I went up to Bjorn Borg and I asked him for his autograph. And he said, no. He said no. Well, to be honest with you, at that point, I was absolutely stunned. And if the earth could have opened up beneath me and swallowed me up, I think I would have rather liked it to have done that. On the coach going back up to Lincolnshire, there was an announcement on the news that 2 girls had run onto the court at Wimbledon. And that was Michelle and myself. After that particular Wimbledon, girls kept running onto the court. I think they even ran onto the centre court and became known as Tenny Boppers. But Michelle and I, we were the first. After my upset with Bjorn Borg, I couldn't really support him after that, so I became more of a John McEnroe fan. I did see him, however, this year at Wimbledon. I think he was watching the Wimbledon final. He looked really cool. And I have to say, I have forgiven Bjorn Borg. I have got over his refusal to give me the autograph, although his autograph all those many, many years ago at Wimbledon. And I'd like to think, well, pretend to myself that if I asked him for his autograph now, he'd give it to me. Anyway, that's my 5 facts. Au revoir, and here is a special kiss. Okay, Charlie?
Yeah,
I did it twice because the second time was pants.
First time?
No, the first time was pants, okay?
Okay.
So you're going to have to edit it and just do the best that you can with it. But don't put anything up without showing me, okay?
Okay. Congrats.
Sorry?
Congrats.
Well, it might be awful.